devil, what's going on? We are loud and proud. Where am I? Oh. Back to the VA we go. Back to the VA. Do not disturb. I am done. Gold, pure gold. If you're listening to this, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, I believe Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah. Where am I going? We gotta go to the VA. I got an oil change. Gotta wash the old car. It smells like dog. The beach, doggy beach, man. Doggy beach makes your car smell bad. Oh, and fireworks are gonna go. Yeah. Got a concert tonight. All good in the neighborhood, man. Hey, babe. Hey, what's up, the Persian princess? What's going on, princess? How you doing? What's going on, baby? All good, man. Good day. It's July 2nd. No King's protest in a couple days. You know how that one rolls. Everything's going good. So everything's going smooth, man. Had a long baseball tournament all weekend and all week, basically, man. A Little League World Series. And oh boy. My nephew's team did pretty good, man, but they blew it, man. They blew the games. I don't know. There's a lot of changes need to be made on this on our Little League team here. If you can't tell, here in California, the only thing we take serious in California is sports. California, we take, but if you go to like Texas, they take sports super serial, right? So I guess all in perspective. Or Georgia, Alabama. I guess America takes its sports pretty serious. Hey, what's going on, Junior Battle? What's up, brother? Do you know why your channel? Because you're boring. Do you know now why is your channel because you're boring? What's up, World War III? Yeah. Fox News is boring to some people, you know. Nickelodeon was boring to some people. Watching sports is boring to some people. Yeah, man, you don't have, all because you have an opinion, you don't really have to state it out loud. Everyone has an opinion, brother. What are you gonna do? What's up, Diego? What's up, Raz? What's up, everyone? Semper Fi. Welcome to the compound. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Matt. Served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom in the United States Marine Corps, the Global War on Terror. My MOS was 5811, which is military police, and then we got pushed into IRP, which is Instant Reaction Platoon, and my job in Iraq. And what I trained for was, oh boy, running and gunning for the most part, finding the IEDs in the ground, just patrolling, you know, the usual bull crap. Don't listen to them. I mean, I'm a streamer, two-man, keep up the good energy. Oh, thank you, dude. Raz, dude. K6K, what's up, brother? Simper 5, man. I appreciate that, man. You too, man. I mean, yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for the words of the compliment and to keep on trucking, man. It's fun, man. I enjoy it. Yeah, people just don't like themselves, and they end up not liking other people, what other people are doing. It's the strangest thing. But yeah, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. I try to be entertaining and give my opinion on, the war or anything military related or police related or military police related. Also worked for a police department back in the heyday. So yeah, I think I got my life experience kind of leans in towards that. That's what I've always been interested in, the politics and all that other stuff that comes with, military is it's that's also is what it is too. But thanks, brother. Thank you, Raz, man. I'll view your channel when I get out of here, dude, and I'll sub, man. Us streamers got to support each other, brother, and most Americans too, man. You got to support your average American, not the crazy Americans, because a lot of Americans can get pretty wild. Do you ride a Harley as well? No. If you've seen the South Park episode of the Harley Davidsons, that's what I think of Harley Davidsons. Gotta love South Park, man. Yeah, brother, I've been working on this stream for far too long. I go live tomorrow. And I love you, and you're the best fan. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah. And like every so often, you'll think of an idea for your stream. Make your thumbnail better, or you'll have more encouragement to keep going, or talk about a topic you're not comfortable with or something. And dude, when I first started streaming, I had a really bad stutter almost. I mean, I could speak. I worked in corporate America forever, but when you're trying to speak, you kind of go and then you have to really stop and think about the word you're going to say, and you kind of makes a stutter. And doing this for this long has made me kind of smoothing out my speech, which is great. I lost that ability to speak out loud. I was really good at it, being in the military forever and working for a police department, and I even instructed a police academy. So instructing people to do crazy things, you have to sound confident, you have to do it yourself, you have to just sound like you know what you're talking about, and actually give a period of instruction on how to do it. So but dude, streaming's helped me out, I think, more than anything, just by and dude, I've met so many veterans on this channel, and people from the Navy. Bullseye Ben, a good friend of mine, man. He's a good pal, dude. I mean, I would have met this guy if it wasn't for this. Gold, she was an army girl. Howard, Jason, all these dudes, man. James, he's not in the military, but James is just a cool dude. You meet people that you kind of just get along with, and they throw some support at you, and vice versa. It's a great little community, man. The Devil's Compound, brother. Come on down. I like talking politics and getting a little you get the commies coming on here, then the socialists coming on here and repeating the same 4 lines over and over and over. But those guys are always welcome, because as much as I hate communism and socialism, every so often they bitch and complain about something for so long. It's like, well, if we can do that, let's try to do that in the capitalism way. You know, like Social Security. As much as I hate social, you know, let's give our money to something and then it all gets embezzled. And would they cut like 2 million people off Social Security? Like everyone's dead on it. But at the same time, man, you know, when you turn 65 and you want to retire, there should be a tax safety net that you can pay into. You know, unemployment, I totally get it, man. There's so much money out there to, you know, helping one person here or there doesn't bother me. It's all embezzled and squandered away by our government, as you can tell. I heard some vampire nest. What? Vampire. I love getting instructions. Hey, princess, of course that's you. You can give me instructions all you want, baby. Excited for July 4th? I am, princess. I love July 4th, man. Everyone just hangs out, dude. There's concerts everywhere. You know, people playing music. You know, American flags everywhere. You know, that's like you know, fireworks. I love 4th of July, man. It's a great holiday. Great holiday. And it doesn't celebrate anything, right? I mean, anytime you talk to someone about 4th of July, they just say, hey, man, happy 4th, brother. You know, it's all about freedom and, you know, the No Kings protest. That was a real No Kings protest. And those guys back in the day, like Washington, and those guys were like in their 20s, man. Like those guys, like imagine being like 25 and your teeth are rotting out and you haven't, you know, you live like you live like shit, man. Like the people back then lived like shit. You know, you have the guys looked like they were in their 60s or 80s, but they were really in their 30s and 20s. You know, you can't shower, you're rotting away, you have probably God knows how many diseases or ding-dong diseases and STDs. Like, you know, life had to have been so miserable that one day a bunch of 20, 30-year-olds woke up and said, you know what, man, I'd rather die than like have to deal with a king somewhere across the 7 seas. And a dude's walking around with red coats, you know, with stupid accents and crooked teeth, and they drink tea. Like, what man are you gonna take serious that drinks tea? Not like I like tea and you can drink tea, but no, I'm talking like, hey boys, let's get a beer. No, they're like, hey Chip, let's go get some tea, mate. It's like, what? Nah, man. I mean, that's just causing for rebellion, right? I don't have to imagine my teeth rotting out in my 20s. I lived that pain. Whoa. What's up, Harper? You got to explain that to me, brother. Superfly Hopper, how did, too much candy or what? What's up, Ben? 40% of Louisiana is on Medicaid. Funny how that works. Yeah, then that's a problem. 40% are on Medicaid. That's a huge problem. That means if the government has a system where you can get a benefit from it, people are gonna do that. And you can't just, I mean, people will pretend that they have the symptom to get on the benefit. That's how it goes, man. So it's not that people will always take advantage of the system. Always greed, or just, you know, the system's there, taking advantage of it, play the game. If Louisiana, I mean, and here comes, like, if dad comes home and you ate a bunch of candy, you get no dinner, you know? It's like, oh, well, that's how it is. That's how I think about it. If 40% of Louisiana is on Medicaid, I would cut it. And the ones that really, really need it will keep pursuing it. And the ones that were faking the funk won't. And you can tell who needs it. I'm sorry. You know, it's just, it is what it is. I don't know. All that medical stuff, you know, people need it. I'm all for helping, you know. But there comes a time and place where you have to wonder if people are taking advantage of the system. And I would say the past 30 years, most of my life, I would say everyone has taken advantage of the system. Now, that's why you saw a big uproar on not getting Trump voted in, because people knew, man, if someone came in there and understood how to run things and got shot in the face and got a lot of power, a lot of strings will be pulled, man. And all that Medicaid, all that crap's getting all cut. Good. I'm having Social Security, all that crap. Everyone trying to fudge the numbers. It's all corrupt. We all know it. And we're just doing Alt F4, man. We're just doing a hard restart on the system. Reapply. And you got to run your you got to run your country like you're a CEO or a boss, dude. You got to be able to fire people when you want. Raw, what's up, David? Simplified, man. What's up, Ben? I bet you vote MAGA. Oh yeah. Big government and big corporations are the enemy. Big government for sure. What's up, Harper? Big government for sure. Big corporations, depending, not all. I know you're trying to say that with not all, big corporations are bad. I worked for a huge corporation, man. They're not all bad. Saying a corporation's evil or bad, that's just business, man. The corporation's not here to make you happy. The corporation's only here to make money. I don't know anything with that, Harper. I don't talk about a job or a business as a person. So I try to. A business, you know what the business is going to do. You know what the top dog's going to do. He's going to fire everyone. His only job is to make money quarter after quarter, year over year. And if you're a good CEO, you'll pay your employees pretty decent wages because you want to keep them as long as possible. Big government, that's the whole heart of it, because governments don't do anything. Like, when's the last time the government's made something? They're the middleman. The government's always the middleman between business and regular Joes trying to work. I always look at them as like the mafia. The businesses have to pay them, we have to pay them, and they kind of don't do much, but they start telling everyone what to do. It's really annoying. Sometimes they get in the way, sometimes they help, but the bigger the government, the more they're going to get in the way. Living in California, that's the biggest problem out here. That's why SpaceX left. Elon Musk, he had all his rockets. He just fired a rocket not too long ago in California. But he uses, he had all the, he was going to build all his rockets, ships out here and launch them off coast of California, but can't do business out here. It's too hard. It's not worth it. It takes too much money, too much time, so you pick the stuff up, move to Vegas or Texas. That's big government for you. That's Gavin Newsom out here in good old California, man. Which is sad. Now I would have loved it. What's up? Hey, Gold. Mission done, man. I got it. I got it all. I just found out this morning, man. I looked on my phone. I can't believe it. I'll let you know more, but yeah, I think I'm done. Crazy, man. Thank you, Gold, for that one day talking me into reapplying, because I think I got it all. Trump forever. What's up, Tone? What's up, High Tone Drifter? Nice, bro. Congratulations. Hey, Ransom. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about. The USDA portion of the bill will bankrupt small farmers. I have not even read the bill. Much love, MAGA Patriots. I got 100, man. I got 100. It went up to 90, and then I submitted it again, and then I had another interview, and it was really easy. The guy just said, you know, repeat after me, and that was it. Yeah, I just saw it in my phone today. I haven't gotten the decision letter, but my goddamn thing says 100. And I'm 99.9% sure I got 100. You know, once in my phone it says it. I haven't gotten the letter, and I haven't seen like the increase in pay, but I'll keep an eye on it. But I'm almost positive. Almost positive. It's a big day, man. It's a big day for me there. I'm almost in I'm on a disbelief. I'm almost in disbelief. Yo, what's up, Slow? Yo, Toe Slow. What's up, brother? I'm from the UK. I think Trump is the best. Hey, High Tone Drifter. Yeah, man, what's up with the UK out there, brother? What's up with the UK out there, brother? What's up, Paul? Love America, MAGA Patriots, Semper Fi, brother. I hear you guys are, I don't know, is the news media blowing it up with the immigrants out there? I hear some weird stuff out there, man. Is that like, are chicks getting, is it like real dangerous for females to walk around? Is that a thing out there? Am I getting bad intel? We're waiting on the sleep apnea test. Dude. So they're like, if they, yeah, we might have to talk on the side, Gold. Because sleep is a big one. Sleep, they're really picky about sleep. They're really they get picky about you know, taking yourself out, self-harming, or harming others, and they're really worried about something. I think what was it? Oh, having a home, like if you're homeless. Yeah, they're really worried about that. So I'm really worried. It is after I left the UK for the Philippines. No way. It's that bad, man. It really, dude. It's like I always, every time I watch the news or something, when something's really negative, I always say, okay, well, it maybe happened to a girl in the UK, but I heard Germany, you know, Germany's gonna not put up with that shit for too long, you know. But here's the, you know, with all that, brother, like, you know, UK is still the country that you know, it's just, you know, people have a big heart, and they'll start inviting people that don't belong here, that can't count to 10, that don't know their left from right, that obviously can't control their little ding dong when they eventually UK is gonna snap out of it, man. I hope so, man, because it would be a shame to. I joke about the damn redcoats in Great Britain and all them, but you guys are like our you know, our stepbrother out there. Hey, what's up, stepbro? You know, our brother from another mother out there. You know, us and the United Kingdom, we've been doing the damn thing with each other for a long time, doing the dance, and I don't think anything. It's gonna snap back, dude. I mean, the Brits are one day. I don't know, man. I hope, brother. If not, you know, be an American, brother. It's really easy. You're not too far off, dude. Not too far off. Yeah, man. I was telling Bobo, man, he's from Denmark, and well, I heard Denmark threw up some F-16s to try to defend Greenland from us. Yeah, man. If your country leaves you, man, you didn't leave your country left you. And it's not like your country's a person, it's just dipshits in government start pushing weird narratives, man, because they're commies and they want everyone to be poor and equal. No, you don't. Orange fucker doesn't care about family farmers or raising the debt ceiling. Yeah, the debt ceiling. That's a whole. Yeah, that's like this like I like with Elon Musk and all that. I under like the debt ceiling. It's like one of those things. I think when you get to that position, you're like, well, we can't just not, spend, and the debt ceiling will go. I don't know, man. It's like I know they're gonna, that happens they're gonna pass the bill. The debt ceiling will go up. Hopefully, over the next 3 years, all the other bullshit gets cut. Where like the debt ceiling is almost like a necessary evil. It's like we have to do this to keep the country going. But as we're doing this, we should be cutting everything from under us. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, but yeah, I'm not sure how it's all going to work, Not sure how it's all going to work. Trump is a hero. Trust in Trump. He's been right so far. You're right. He has been right, man. And everything he's been doing, I'm pretty much 99% there. I like raising the debt ceiling, like coming as like if I was coming from like how I run a business to politics. It's very hard to do. As much as I would love for him to cut everything, I don't think that would be wise. I think over the next 3 years, it has to be I don't even know, man. I mean, that's so many ones and zeros. But then again, I always say this: who's gonna come collect? The dollar bill's backed up by our military, brother. Not gold or oil. It's backed by our military. I can get behind getting rid of illegals. I can laugh at the stupidity that comes out of the mouth, but is broke and doesn't care who throws. Mr. Good Citizen, dude, long time no see. Long time, brother. Were you in the military? Yes, I was. I was in the United States Marine Corps from 2006 to 2014. My MOS was 5811 Military Police, and I fought under Bush and Obama, the Afghan-Iraq War. It was lovely. Anyone roughly my age, little older, little younger. I'm a little older for sure. 40s, maybe a little younger, yeah. Long time no see. Hey, tow trucking. Has everyone realized that when Trump won, we dodged the next pandemic? Donkey ponks. We missed. Who knows what would have happened, dude? Who knows what would have happened? And that's the. I got that. Oof. Yeah, I don't know too much about like Trump and the farming and all that stuff. That doesn't. I don't know anything about small farming or what's the benefit or not the benefit. No idea, man. No clues. I still think this is a turning point in American history, where we can go up or down, left or right, and which way we're going, whoever can control the wheel will turn it really hard. And Trump and the American people that put him in, we wanted this, and he's going to crank that wheel as fast as possible. I mean, every day it's something new, man. It's unbelievable. And most of it I'm okay with, dude. Alligator Alcatraz? Shoot, dude. I mean, something I would have thought about. That's amazing. I would have done that for sure. An abandoned airport, just, hey, put up some tents, a little chicken wire, and if they escape, they get eaten. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Don't escape. We're not here to babysit you. You're a grown-ass adult. Someone will get eaten. I guarantee it. If I was a guard at that, I would almost let someone. I'd be like, yeah, go for it, bro. Like, we're not going to catch you. I'm not jumping in that water after you. No way. They won't allow you to live tax-free. No, man, that's the big issue, man. Like property tax and all that other. What's up, Burns? Tax-free is the way to be. The devil's lettuce, brother. Sell some devil's lettuce. I'm all about the devil's lettuce, man. I'm all about the devil's lettuce. I have to come to the conclusion that America is divided. The intelligence symbol people and the Democrat. I mean, divided how? What do you mean? Like, I mean, me and my neighbors are divided on pretty much every subject, but we still have a beer together almost every night. He doesn't point his boomstick in my face, and neither do I. I mean, dividing is what makes a great discussion, and what two people, as long as you can talk to each other, you'll figure it out. So being divided, that's not that big of a deal. We're divided, but also united with most things that matter. There's some things like Gold was saying about small farmings. Most things I think we're okay with the big beautiful bill, but then there's small farmings where I just don't know that much about. I don't know anything about. But she's like, dude, this is gonna not be good for small farmers. I can't even. That's like, I can't even wrap my head around that topic because I don't know anything about that. I mean, that's also being divided. I definitely take your word for it, but I don't know. I live by a farm, like farms, but it's California farms. It's not Oklahoma, Texas, Idaho farmland, dude, where that's a farm. I live. It's not the same. It's not the same as California. Yeah, California farming is not the same as other. That's why I'm not sure. So, I mean, divided could just be I don't understand, I don't understand. And that's why we're so united, So united, but yet still divided. And that's, that would be weird if we were all. That would mean the government is pushing down on most people to tell them what to do or what to say. If we were all united under one topic and we would end up becoming weird Germany, like where everyone couldn't say anything. Everyone had to say, oh yeah, good old Adolf, he's right, yeah. Our party's right, the open Gruppenführer down the street, he knows what's best for us, The Reichsmarschall, he knows what's best for us. So being divided is not a bad thing, man. Dude, my best friends, we don't agree. We all grew up together since we were, 6 or 7 years old. we played football with each other, different households. Some moms and dads stayed together, some did not. Different well, everyone, we're all Christian or Catholic, but still kind of different religion, different everything. But yeah, we're in different policies, different races, different ethnicities, and yet we're still hang out and drink booze, and we don't agree on anything. Like, if you talk to me and my buddies about politics, we don't really agree on anything. We do, because we can agree to disagree. Where everyone's coming from, and we get, like, when it comes to like military stuff, my buddies always kind of lean in towards me. You know, like the bombing in Iran. Right when I heard that, right when Howard hit me up and said, "Hey, we bombed Iran." Right then, I did a little research. You know, did a couple looked at a couple videos. I hit my boys up. I said, "Hey, man, business as usual. Don't worry about it. You know, don't worry. We do this all the time. It's just we did it to Iran for the first time. You know, there's no World War III. There's none of that. Like, so, and if it comes to like anything with the Democratic Party or like Black Lives Matter, or the riots in Baltimore. I remember." I was at my buddy's wedding, dude, and I was like, "Hey, do you guys care about these riots in Baltimore?" And I'll never forget I forget his name, damn it. He calls me Slick, but Terry, he looked at me, he goes, "Dude, no one cares." He's all, "But we'll pretend everyone." And that's what he kind of said. I was like, "Oh," and I was kind of 3 sheets into the wind, so that's why I was like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that question." I just, it seemed like, you watch the news and all these guys that should support, right? It's stupid, right? It was a dumb question to even ask them, but like sometimes it's like, I just have to know, like, do you guys actually care about like Black Lives Matter? They're like, "Nah, dude, like, what are we talking about?" If they cared about chasing the pretty girl, or they had a family, they care about normal. I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad." That's like, they asked me the same question with the military. Like, "Oh, military, we shouldn't be doing that in the military." I was like, no, guys. Like, the military, it's our military, and if you have to use your military, how would you use it? And they say the same thing about talking about military. They're like, "Oh yeah. I get it now, but it's just, if you don't know, you don't know, and ask." Hello from Germany. Hey, Deutschland. Hey, Semper Fi, brother. What's going on? It's like the tribal or Native American stuff. I have zero ideas. You got to ask someone with a little more knowledge than you, someone with a little more experience. Where am I going after this? What's up, Perry? There is a $4 trillion dollars in the bill for a Arctic ice cutting machine. Oh, are you serious? An Arctic. Hoorah! What's up, Barry 75, brother? Hoorah! They want I did hear that they want ships to break ice. Ice. I guess, there's got to be something that they're thinking about where they're like, "Dude, we need to build a bunch of these things." Like, and some things are just out of I guess our government needs that. I don't. Yeah, I don't. That's the weirdest thing, man. The revolution are about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. What's up, Bets? Serious? Really? I gotta look that up, dude. I actually wanted to listen to them read the bill out loud for 24 hours, but who's got time for that, man? I ain't got paid for that. Can't you just say that the sound's kind of silly instead of saying, I don't know, they just must have a good reason? Well, I mean, it sounds silly, man. You're right. I mean, I don't know that much about the art. It's got to be, if the government wants something that expensive or wants to make a fleet of these things, it's got to be military related, money related, where there's oil underneath the rocks, or business related, where they're gonna, punch a hole through the icebergs so ships can get by. It's either, the United States government doesn't usually do anything without a profit involved. Like, Saddam was messing with oil. He invaded Kuwait. America don't like that, You can't, I like my cheap oil, man, and if you start effing with it, Gaddafi, whatever he did, if you want to piss off all of America, just raise oil prices, dude. We'll lose our fucking mind. And then we can't afford it, and then we're going to blame the government. Because I don't know anyone that pumps the oil out of the ground. That's a government ran industry for the most part. Tobacco, big tobacco, that's almost all controlled by government, dude. They make a killing out of that. Yo, what's up, brother? Redneck Simplify, brother. Hey, it's a nice tip, man. I appreciate it, brother. Simplify, man. Everything helps. Everything helps. Thank you, man. Simplify. 17. I didn't even. Well, that's such a big. 17 million. Is that 17 million? Hey, Rabbit Hole. Long time no see, brother. How you guys doing, man? What's going down in the DMs? Hello from San Francisco, California. It's bright and beautiful, and I'm loving it. Hell yeah, man. Simplify. What kind of shades are those? That's a good question. Smiths. They have a big crack in them, though. I dropped them. Let's see if you can see that crack. Right there. It's a big spiderweb crack. Right when I bought them, I dropped them. Gotta be Oakley? Nah, Smiths, man. I usually wear Oakleys, but I needed a normal black pair, like a RoboCop pair, something I can wear to work and not be too spicy. 1 in 4 nursing homes will close. Okay, I don't know. What's up, Beats? If this were, or if this was our personal finances, the credit companies would have already cut us off. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, we would be all our stuff would be seized. Oh, dude, we would be screwed, dude. Hey, man, going through a lot. Hope you're well. Got a little cancer problem, but it's not gonna kick my ass, so nobody's worried. Hey, that's the hardest part, man. Rabbit hole, making sure no one, no, you don't want people to, like, I get that, like, people worry about you, and I get that, man. My godfather's going through some weird bone marrow cancer, dude. I don't think he's gonna make it. Yeah, I got you, Rabbit Hole, man. It's tough, man. My mom was in tears last night. My dad, it's my dad's best friend, and my dad, I think he was outside crying, man. It's super. He walked outside, and I'm gonna take the dogs, outside to go potty, and I poked my head out there just to see where the dogs were, and I think he was holding it in. Let's just put it that way. My name is 20. Nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you too. Absolutely, man. You're always welcome here. 20. Sorry if I mispronounce it. How we live in paycheck to paycheck gold? No, We should be taking care of our own elderly always. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I think I think that's a job for our next president. Like the things I think what I want gold, and what I don't think. How do I don't. I think that's the next step. Like I don't know. Like I feel like if he went that far, like whatever I think he has planned won't happen. So I think I don't know. Step by step by step. Hopefully, a lot of this, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just giving excuses now. But I have faith, I got faith that so far so good, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I hate that word, and I don't know is not really an answer, but in the Marine Corps, saying I don't know is an answer. So it's kind of backwards for me. Because the Lance Corporal don't know. This Lance Corporal just don't know. Hey, Matt. Were you guys late to formation? Huh? Lance Corporal don't know, Sergeant. Lance Corporal don't know. Illness is suffering. Need to overcome this pain as humans. Oh my God. Hey, you're always welcome here, Rebel. We got good people here. I hate Trump screw ice, but I still love watching you. Hey, there you go, Princess. Yeah, see, I mean, me and Princess, we totally disagree on that. Like, she doesn't like the president. She doesn't like ICE. I love both of them, but yet we can still get along. And that's what makes things move, Because then in 3 years, Princess will be like, hey, we're going to put this guy in, and he might be the opposite. And I'll be like, hey, I don't like that. Like, I didn't agree. I didn't like Biden at all. I didn't agree with anything he did. The border was, I hated it. I couldn't stand that guy. I mean, he was a walking corpse. A lot of problems, but you just, my president, my country, right or wrong, doesn't matter. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And it takes a big man to take an L and walk away, or a strong lady. And as long as it doesn't affect you, you just roll with the punches, man. Because our whole system, like Princess, our whole system's for you to live here. You deserve to live here. So if people got to get removed that didn't do what you did or didn't do what your family did, come here the right way, they got to go, man. We got the best club in Vegas here, baby. Like, we got people trying to jump walls to sneak in. We charge $5 million for the gold standard card, whatever. The club got too packed. Now we're trying to kick people out. The club's closing. We're shutting down the club. We fired the DJ. We got rid of we fired all the waitresses, all the bouncers. We're trying to hire a new DJ, new promoter, new waitress. We got to clean the floor. There's throw up in the bathroom. We're going to hire a janitor. We're going to hire a bathroom guy. We're going to hire a bathroom girl. And, we got to shut it down for a little bit, reorganize and regroup, right? And if you get kicked out, my bad, but I got to run this country or club, the best of my abilities. And you can always come back and wait in line. And if you don't want to wait in line or don't want to give the United States our club business, that's okay. We believe in capitalism. Now, I don't believe in feelings. I don't believe in everything should be fair. I don't believe in equality. If I worked in government, I would believe in equality, because I would tell you guys are all equal, but I'm not equal to you. I'm up here. That's communism and socialism, right? Why would they always go after the millionaires and billionaires to make everyone poor? Hey, Bobo, what's up, brother? You're super smart, and I can't argue with your points. Oh, Princess. I just think about it as a club, Princess, this is your house. Hey, we're kind, you're kind. You got a good heart. I got a good heart. I want people to live a best life and raise families. But there's also people that are so evil in this world, you know. We all witnessed it at some time in our life, you know. Even rabbit hole with a little cancer. You know, I think cancer's a little evil, you know, little bastards. You know, and they're people are could be evil, you know, bringing in drugs, which I'm okay with. But eventually, someone's gonna have enough and be like, "You guys gotta leave. Like we party too hard, man. It's 5 in the morning. We gotta shut it down. We'll be open at midnight tonight. You know, let's sleep on it. You can't party too hard. You know, you just can't do it." I have an evil heart, and I believe we are equal. I understand the we're all equal thing. But if you compare Utah 45 has brain damage to my life, Utah 45 had such a, you know, we're equal because we're a human. But if I look at his set of skills, and, you know, let's say Utah 45 has brain damage, is a scientist, a nuclear physics scientist with degrees, and he studied, and he's 30, and he, you know, has all these accomplishments and all this life experience, and I'm here and I slept in my mom's basement and this and that. That doesn't make us equal. That makes him a lot more than I am. So that you got to be careful with the equality thing. I have a hard time talking, you know, and that's, like I said, if we're not all equal, but we all still hang out and feed off each other's negativity and or positivity, or you know, I'll ask Persian princess about, you know, if we're going to do something she's doing, she can lead the way. And then if we're doing anything like military related, I'm like, all right, we can do it this way, but you know what's right and wrong. So that's what I mean. Have a great day, Matt. Hey, I'm Candy, Simplify, brother. I'm Matt. Hey, Bob Johnson. You need more self-esteem, dude. Dude, I got plenty of self-confidence, cockiness. I got it all, brother. I'll give you some if you need some. I'm a motivating son of a gun. Diddy or no Diddy? What's up, Black Jesus? Man, you know, the guy likes to freak in the sheets, man. To me, he did, I don't know, like, what you do in your house with, that's up to you, man. As long as he didn't hurt nobody, he didn't kill nobody, he didn't steal from nobody. He never went after, you know, you never heard anything about underage people that I'm aware of. I could be totally wrong. I never cared about listening to P. Diddy's trial, but, you know, good for him, I guess, you know, whatever. He's trying to remove birthright citizenship, which means he can go after everyone. That includes you and your family and your friends. Yeah. Hey, Kenzie Beats. Yeah, I'm all for it. And birthright citizenship. Build the wall, deport them all. You know? Nothing wrong with a little baby. Oh, hey, you got us, you know, you got nothing wrong. Persian princess, she's got the right attitude. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit, you know. We all let our freak flag fly every once in a while, brother. Sometimes we get freak nasty up in here, you know. I like a little dirty talk, you know. I mean, the guy Puff Daddy liked it, you know, whatever. The guy, and he lives in Florida, man. Florida's wild for that stuff, you know. Yeah, Beats, that's all right, man. Yeah, I would dig up my grandpa and send his body back to Mexico in his grave. I'd be like, get out of here, grandpa. Yeah, don't threaten me with the good time. Dude, me and my buddies have called ice on each other twice already, dude. I'm not kidding, dude. I've called ice on my buddy. It's funny. And trust me, they're not going to take him. They know who they're going to take. It's not that hard to figure out. You might get all in YouTube. Nothing wrong with little baby oil. I got enough confidence for us. So, Yeah, man, I'm dead. If you want me dead, I got plenty, man. I'm the most motivating, cocky person you ever meet, but I do it because it's funny. I don't do it because I really think so. I'm too old to go down that rabbit hole of. I can't. I'm half broken, so I'm not that tough anymore. You know, it'd be. I could do that if I was like super young again and like I was tough. You know, but I'm broken, dude. I can barely sit for like an hour. I can barely stand. I can't do much. Howard Zipper 5, brother. What's up, Gordo? You're my. Who choose to love you and when? Why did you become a bowling alley bar druggie? Definitely not type trash. Who? I don't know. I don't even know what that means, man. I like bars. I like to dabble in the devil's lettuce, if you call that a drug. Bowling's fun. And sometimes I do feel like a piece of trash where I do tell people, take me out with the trash, like, in the morning after a long night of drinking, dude, and you're just like, oh, why? And like your head's pounding, you're dehydrated, you smoked a pack of cigarettes, you got the black lung, your hands stink, dude, you're like, oh. And all you want to do is just get thrown out with the trash. You're just disgusted with yourself. And then like 8 hours go by and you just do it all over again, brother. It's fun, man. Sometimes you got to be a little freak in the dude. Yeah, I mean, what did he get charged with? Like the main, like crossing state lines. That's a no-no with hookers. You can't be crossing state lines. It was like most of it was about prostitution, right? Like he almost was charged as a pimp. He was a pimp. Like he was charged as a pimp, and they tried to get him at pimping hoes for a long period of time, but they didn't get him with pimping hoes for a long period of time. They just got him as a pimp, and I live by many of pimps out here in good old SoCal with the hookers and prostitutes around my area. So it's not, we seen our middle linebackers for our hookers and stuff. So it's not, I don't know. Here's the deal. Whatever goes on in your house or in your bedroom or whatever you want to get. Yeah, keep it private. Yeah, that too, man. Like it's a weird thing, because why did the federal government go after that guy and then they fucked up by like charging him this like they didn't even like, what do you guys like? I'm more upset about the federal government doing this. I mean, it's more of an embarrassment for the federal government. P. Diddy's gonna do like 3 years and get out on probation. Like that, even if he does time. What is it, 10 years or something like? Nah, he ain't gonna do that, dude. He ain't gonna do that. In fact, there's a 17 million people less lucky than you. What? Oh, 17 million people less lucky than you. How? Not everyone is as lucky as you live. Luck? So, wait. So you think like she was born, in the 80s, and then like she just kind of walked through life getting lucky. I worked in a nursing home for 15 years. Yeah, luck. You know what? We all got lucky with just being born in the United States, having our parents or grandparents migrate from another country. We got lucky with that. Or as in, or as in I can keep going. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. What's up, Rabbo? Last one is the golden rule. Just keep it private, except when I worked with worked in the ER, you should see the things that came into the ER that people needed to take out of them. I would have, oh my God. Longbeard, good morning, brother. I'm out of here, though, devils. Rabbit hole, you need to come on and help me. I want to hear that. That's, I mean, hey, man, people like to get freaky, dude. Like, it's all right. You know, I live by titty bars and strip clubs and hookers and OnlyFans girls. Like, people like to get down, you know. You don't like, you know, it's all good, brother. It's all good, pimpin'. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Bobo, peace out. Gold, Simplified, Longbeard. Howard, if you're still listening, brother. Rabbit. Beats, you too, man. Beats, you're all good. Sanchez. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day, and